We can never surpass the output and the identity that we have for ourselves, so we must construct that highest version of ourselves unbiasedly at the highest level. So we're gonna start with your appearance, and no laziness can be involved. No overthinking or the work or time that it would take for you to transform into the individual you know you are called to become. The actions. These are the highest level actions that you partake in, and also the actions that you do not partake in. Your non-negotiables. Energy that you feel yourself and others feel as well. And character, the virtues, the script, the code that the 10.0 self lives by. For my appearance, I have that I was 220 shredded by 30 years old. I have an aesthetic physique, handsome, model-like, 10 out of 10, pattern interrupt. We must become a pattern interrupt on social media, not for ourselves, but so we can get the attention and then give them our message. The intention is what matters. Poised, assertive, dominant, confident posture. His life story and gratitude accomplishments are tatted on his neck, chest, arms, sleeves. He has a muscle fit, and that's all by June 2023, which I just completed. The Yahweh is God, helper of mankind, stoic sleeve tattoos. He has expensive jewelry. The yellow gold 41 millimeter presidential Rolex. I want you guys to get very specific about the appearance to where it almost feels like you already have it. The gold herringbone Cartier bracelet. He has a Cartier bracelet, he has a gold ring, he has gold earrings. He has his own designer brand, the Purposeful Man Clothing. And he never buys designer in my life. You guys, I don't want to be the guy who spends his money on designer clothes. I want to create my own clothes. Next, he has a murdered out matte black Rolls Royce Cullinan on 26-inch Forgiato wheels. That thing gets 12 miles per gallon. You should really learn the specs of everything you want to learn. I mean, I realized my car is going to have 12 miles per gallon. That's details. And we know success is in the details. I have 2 big female Dobermans. They're menacing and big, formidable pups. I chose females because a male dog is just too aggressive and loud and barks too much. I need peace of mind. And they still have the look of being formidable. Formidable is one of my favorite words. If you guys are familiar with the word, it means to be able to inspire fear and respect by being large and capable of violence. And he has a perfection haircut and enhanced connected beard. For his actions, he wakes up at 4:30 a.m. He reads, quotes, and a book post by 4:35. He has a protein shake at 4:45. By 5, he's out to the gym. And he has an intense pushing past barriers, meeting higher self style workout, where it's both weights as well as intensity, whether that's with burpees or low rest periods. Then he has meditation and visualization and cold shower. And he begins the workday recording modules, podcasts, and YouTube. It's all to be an offering. I raise my vibration in the morning, not for me, not to get muscles, but to serve others. And that is the frequency I'm working to obtain, that positive mental attitude, so that we can be as an offering to the world. That's exactly what we do. We bring that energy into our video creation, then I get to finally have a reward. And my reward that morning will probably be something similar to egg whites and chicken or any type of meat. And then we'll keep the fats and everything for the later in the day, all the satisfying carbs for later in the day, after we've completed all of our business tasks and non-negotiable tasks that move the business forward. That's what I'll do next. I'll go into posting, client Zoom call delivery, and be a visionary for myself, my company, and those that I lead. And next we have the energy. This is that Christ consciousness. I want to carry that here I am, what type of energy. And what I didn't write on here is an overwhelming gusto and compression. First, the compression, then the compassion, and he's vulnerable, and he has that surrender, acceptance, and the authentic me is present. The present moment that is, that will be, not what should be. And I also wrote here that he has that here I am, motherfucker, what type of energy. Not walking in the room, asking people who they are and shaking their hands, but saying, here I am. A lot of people are afraid to shake people's hands and introduce themselves, and this 10.0 version of me is not. And this is how he lives. This is how he's sure of himself. He's full of speech conviction. And the best part, the character and the demeanor, we know this is where it really matters. He's honest and he's accountable, mainly to himself. And he never does others the massive disservice of accommodating their shortcomings. He uses adversity to pull something out in self and others that was dormant and had to rise. And he doesn't let anyone in his circle live to less when they could be more. off of usually some simple food choices and a diet plan. And he tells people that. He even told his mom the other day when she mentioned the magic pill formula of taking herbs and random supplements to lose weight, and that she needs to eat fats and avocados every day. He said, Mom, you got an extra 30 on you of fat. You don't need to eat fat. That's how much he shows compression to his people. But then the next day, the same day, he was in the gym with his mom, making sure she was up, working out with him before she had that first meal, helping her with her pull-ups, pushing her up, everything. It's compassion and compression, and he has both in abundance. He doesn't let anyone in his circle live to less. He's a full-time living and breathing pattern of interruption. First by his testimony, then by his daily conduct. That's that wake time, that's that restriction, doing the most and needing the least. My favorite quote. And then by his feedback last, in that order. And he walks in the room and he fills it with his love for himself and others. And he heightens the frequency of all those in the room. He always has eye contact, and he shows his pain. You ever see a man where you can see the pain in his eyes? Because you know his testimony. He rose from the bottom. What should have broke him, but it made him. It's the type of pain you see in my eyes. That's what you got to become what you admire, and I admire a man who's been through the fire. Next is he quiets the noise, and everything comes from within. That's a breakdown of my 10.0 self. Go ahead and finish this worksheet on your own. If you want one-on-one advice where you really make the most clarity, progress, it's when you bring things from the dark and into the light. And share the parts of your 10.0 self that you're clear on, and as well as sharing the parts that you need feedback on.